How to come to resolving about the past. This guide offers a compassionate pathway to transform past pain into profound wisdom, enabling you to break free from lingering burdens. We understand that resolving historical conflicts and emotional wounds is a complex, often challenging journey, but one that leads to remarkable liberation. Here, you'll discover practical, actionable steps designed to navigate this process, moving you from the grip of hurt towards genuine healing, and from the weight of regret towards empowered resilience. This approach is built on proven techniques for emotional processing and cognitive restructuring, fostering a deep internal shift. Expect to gain clarity, develop stronger coping mechanisms, and cultivate a sense of inner peace that positively impacts all aspects of your life. Why resolving the past matters. Unresolved past conflicts create invisible chains that weigh heavily on our emotions, relationships, and daily experiences. These emotional burdens don't simply fade with time, they accumulate, influencing how we see ourselves, interact with others, and make decisions. Carrying old hurts blocks our capacity for growth, inner peace, and the ability to form healthy connections. The energy spent reliving painful memories, replaying old arguments, or nursing resentments could be redirected toward building the life you truly want and deserve. Psychologically, these lingering wounds can lead to cognitive distortions, where past negative experiences color our perception of present events, leading to a cycle of anxiety, mistrust, and self-doubt. Our brains, in an attempt to protect us, often keep us trapped in familiar, albeit painful, patterns. Why resolving the past matters. Slide number 2. Unlock a brighter future. Number 1. Emotional freedom. Release the weight of resentment and anger that drains your mental energy. Achieve a state of inner peace and self-compassion, freeing your mind to focus on present joys and future aspirations. No longer be controlled by past triggers, allowing for genuine, calm responses. Number 2. Break cycles of mistrust, defensiveness, and projection that impact current connections. By healing your past, you cultivate better communication skills, establish healthier boundaries, and foster deeper intimacy, allowing for more authentic and fulfilling bonds. Number 3. Personal growth. Transform pain into profound wisdom and understanding that strengthens resilience. This process unlocks your potential for new experiences, fosters self-awareness, and builds a stronger sense of identity and purpose, propelling you towards continuous self-improvement. Number 4. Enhanced mental well-being. Mitigate symptoms of anxiety, depression, and chronic stress often linked to unprocessed trauma. By addressing past issues, you create a more stable emotional foundation, improve cognitive function, and cultivate a positive outlook on life, leading to greater overall happiness. Resolution is not about forgetting the past, it's about transforming pain into understanding and reclaiming your power to create a better future. It's about building a bridge from where you were to where you want to be. Understanding conflict and its emotional roots. Conflict rarely exists on the surface level alone. What we see and argue about often represents deeper, hidden emotional needs and fears that, if unaddressed, perpetuate cycles of misunderstanding and resentment. Understanding these root causes is essential for true resolution and fostering healthier interactions. Number 1. Perceived threats. According to helpguide.org and extensive psychological research, conflicts often stem not just from factual disagreements, but from perceived threats to our identity, values, security, or even our sense of control and autonomy. When our primal, fight or flight, response is activated by these perceived dangers, the amygdala takes over, leading to reactive rather than thoughtful responses. For example, a critical comment from a colleague might be perceived as an attack on one's professional competence, triggering defensiveness rather than an open discussion about the feedback. Number 2. Emotional intensity. Strong, unprocessed emotions like anger, fear, shame, or betrayal can trap individuals in cycles of rumination and blame, significantly escalating conflict. These intense feelings create mental loops, making it difficult to objectively assess situations or empathize with others. This emotional hijacking often manifests in daily life as individuals bringing up past grievances, refusing to compromise, or shutting down communication entirely. Therapeutic approaches like emotional regulation and mindfulness aim to help individuals navigate and process these powerful emotions constructively, preventing them from dictating reactions. Number 3. Personal filters. Our perceptions are not objective truths but are profoundly shaped by our unique cultural background, personal values, past experiences, and learned patterns of interaction. These personal filters mean that what feels like absolute truth to one person may be entirely different for another, leading to fundamental misunderstandings. For instance, a direct communication style might be seen as aggressive through one person's filter, while another's filter interprets an indirect style as evasive. Cognitive biases such as confirmation bias and the fundamental attribution error further reinforce these filters, making it harder to see alternative perspectives. Developing empathy and perspective-taking skills, often a focus in conflict resolution, helps individuals recognize and transcend these ingrained filters. Step 1. Reframe the experience. Shift your story. Grant Herbert emphasizes the profound power of moving from a narrative of victimhood to one of empowerment by consciously altering how you recount and interpret your past experiences. This doesn't imply denying the pain or pretending difficult events didn't happen. Rather, it's about actively choosing to focus on growth, lessons learned, and resilience gained, rather than lingering on grievance and suffering. This narrative transformation is a fundamental psychological mechanism. Research in neuroplasticity shows that by actively reframing our stories, we can literally rewire our brains, strengthening neural pathways associated with positive emotions and resilience, and diminishing those linked to trauma and helplessness. Narrative therapy, a well-established therapeutic approach, leverages this very principle, guiding individuals to become the authors of their own, more empowering life stories. Number 1. Ask empowering questions. Instead of ruminating with questions like, "Why did this happen to me?" or "Why am I always so unlucky?" shift your inquiry to, "What did I learn from this experience? How did it make me stronger, wiser, or more compassionate?" Other powerful questions include, "What opportunities arose from this challenge?" or "How can I use this experience to help others?" These questions redirect your focus from passive suffering to active agency and personal growth. Number 2. Identify positive changes. Reflect deeply on how the difficult experience has genuinely shaped you in beneficial ways. Did it compel you to set healthier boundaries, recognize red flags in relationships, or develop a deeper appreciation for genuine kindness and support? This process aligns with the concept of post-traumatic growth, PTG, where individuals report significant positive psychological changes following adversity. Look for increases in personal strength, improved relationships, a clearer sense of purpose, spiritual growth, or new possibilities that emerge directly from the struggle. Number 3. Rewrite your narrative. Actively construct a new story for yourself where you are not merely a helpless victim of circumstances, but a resilient survivor who has learned valuable lessons and emerged stronger. This revised narrative is not a delusion, but a conscious choice to interpret events in a way that fosters healing and future success. By focusing on your journey, challenges overcome, and new strengths gained, you empower yourself to face future adversities with greater confidence and a more adaptive mindset, shaping your perception of self and your emotional responses. Example: instead of perpetually viewing a painful breakup as irrefutable evidence of your unworthiness or a personal failure, reframe it. See it as a crucial, albeit difficult, lesson in self-worth and discerning healthy relationships, ultimately helping you recognize what you truly deserve and proactively seek fulfilling connections. Step 2. Reflect forward, not backward. True resolution requires shifting your mental energy from ruminating on past hurts to actively designing your desired future. This forward-focused approach breaks the destructive cycle of endless analysis and victimhood, moving you toward meaningful change and genuine healing. Psychologically, focusing on the future activates different neural pathways, fostering a sense of agency, hope, and purpose, which are crucial for overcoming past trauma. In contrast, backward rumination often reinforces negative emotional states and prevents the brain from processing and integrating difficult experiences constructively. Number 1. Define your vision. Spend time clarifying what you want your future relationships, emotional state, and self-concept to look like. Instead of just broad desires, try to articulate specific qualities you want to embody, the actions you'll take, and how you will feel when these aspirations are met. This detailed vision serves as a powerful magnet for your present actions. Number 2. Set growth intentions. Consciously replace blame-focused thoughts about the past with actionable, growth-oriented intentions for the future. For example, instead of dwelling on, "They shouldn't have done that," transform it into, "I intend to communicate my needs and boundaries more clearly in all my relationships going forward." This cognitive reframing empowers you by focusing on what you can control. Number 3. Practice visualization. Regularly engage in vivid visualization exercises. Imagine yourself living fully, free from past burdens, moving through life with clarity, confidence, and emotional freedom. See yourself successfully navigating challenges, embodying your desired qualities, and experiencing genuine joy. Feel the emotions associated with this healed future, as neuroscientific research suggests this can prime your brain for positive change and behavioral shifts. This mindset shift from retrospective analysis to perspective creation is foundational to transforming your healing journey. By intentionally redirecting your focus, you're not denying the past, but rather leveraging its lessons to sculpt a more empowered and fulfilling future. This active process helps to rewire your brain, build resilience, and cultivate self-efficacy, proving that while you cannot change what happened, you can absolutely change its impact on your future. The past is a place of reference, not residence. Your power lies in consciously creating the person you're becoming, not endlessly analyzing the person you once were. Step 3. Repair relationships with compassion. When possible and safe, approaching past conflicts with genuine empathy can lead to profound healing for all involved. The order of interbeing teaches us that true resolution comes through understanding rather than accusation. Compassionate communication strategies. Note: use "I" messages to express your feelings without blame. "I felt hurt when," rather than "you always." Note: listen with curiosity instead of preparing your defense. Note: acknowledge the other person's perspective, even if you disagree. Note: focus on understanding their underlying needs and fears. Remember that forgiveness is primarily a gift you give yourself. It doesn't require reconciliation or even the other person's participation. You can forgive someone while maintaining healthy boundaries. Important note: if a relationship involved abuse or is unsafe, prioritize your well-being over reconciliation. Healing can happen without direct contact through therapy, journaling, or other supported methods. Step 4. Resist negative thinking patterns. Our minds have a natural tendency to replay painful experiences and rehearse grievances, a phenomenon known as rumination. These destructive thought patterns can hinder genuine healing, perpetuate suffering, and keep us tethered to the past. Breaking free requires consistent, gentle effort, as these patterns are often deeply ingrained coping mechanisms that, while intended to protect us, ultimately cause more harm. Number 1. Catch the pattern. Develop heightened awareness of when you're sliding into rumination, resentment, or other unhelpful cognitive loops. Pay attention to the triggers, situations, words, or memories that initiate these thoughts. Notice the accompanying physical sensations, e.g., tension, racing heart, emotions, e.g., anger, sadness, and the specific thoughts themselves. Recognizing these signals is the first step in interrupting the cycle, giving you an opportunity to choose a different path. For example, if you find yourself replaying a past argument, acknowledge, I'm ruminating again. Number 2. Challenge the patterns. Once you've identified a negative thought pattern, actively question its helpfulness and accuracy using techniques from cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Ask yourself, is this thought truly helping me heal and move forward? Is there concrete evidence to support this absolute belief, or am I making assumptions? What alternative explanations might there be for the situation? How would I advise a close friend who was thinking this exact thought? By critically examining these thoughts, you can begin to dismantle their power and replace them with more balanced and constructive perspectives. For instance, instead of, "they always ruin everything," consider, in this specific instance, their actions had a negative impact, and I can address that without generalizing their character. Number 3. Practice mindful alternatives. Cultivate practices that help calm emotional triggers and foster inner peace. Mindfulness meditation, such as focusing on your breath or a body scan, can create a vital pause between the stimulus of a negative thought and your reaction. Loving kindness meditation, where you extend wishes of well-being to yourself and others, even those who have caused pain, can actively counteract resentment and promote compassion. Additionally, engage in constructive cognitive practices like thought diffusion, observing thoughts without getting entangled in them, or gratitude journaling. These tools help create mental space, allowing you to choose how to respond. Step 5. Resolve any outstanding issues. When moving past a difficult experience, directly addressing outstanding issues, where possible and appropriate, can be a profound step towards true healing and closure. These difficult conversations are inherently complex, often fraught with fear, past hurts, and ego, yet they offer a path to clarity and reconciliation. As emphasized by Gordon Training, creating psychologically safe spaces for these dialogues is paramount, allowing both parties to engage constructively without escalating conflict. Number 1. Prepare thoughtfully. Before initiating a difficult conversation, clarify your deepest intentions. Are you seeking understanding, an apology, forgiveness, or simply the chance to express your feelings and be heard? Frame your goal around resolution and mutual respect, rather than retribution or winning an argument. Engage in emotional regulation strategies beforehand, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling, to approach the discussion from a place of calm and self-awareness. Research suggests that emotional intelligence, particularly self-regulation, is a key predictor of constructive conflict resolution. Manage your expectations. While you can hope for a positive outcome, be prepared that the other person may not react as you anticipate, and that's okay. Number 2. Practice active listening. During the conversation, dedicate yourself to truly understanding the other person's perspective. Active listening involves not just hearing their words, but also observing their nonverbal cues and reflecting on their emotions. Techniques include paraphrasing what you've heard, asking open-ended questions to encourage deeper sharing, and withholding judgment. This creates a critical foundation of psychological safety, where the other person feels seen, heard, and less defensive, making them more receptive to your own message. This empathic approach, a cornerstone of effective communication frameworks like nonviolent communication, shifts the dynamic from adversarial to collaborative. Number 3. Avoid personal attacks. Focus your communication on specific behaviors and their impact, rather than making broad generalizations or engaging in character assassination. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs, such as, when something happened, I felt this because of a subject, instead of accusatory, you always, never statements. This technique, rooted in conflict resolution theory, helps prevent the conversation from devolving into blame, keeping the dialogue centered on the issue at hand. It allows for a constructive exploration of differing perspectives and potential solutions, rather than perpetuating the cycle of resentment. Number 4. Accept what's possible. It's crucial to acknowledge that not every difficult conversation will result in a perfect resolution, a heartfelt apology, or even mutual understanding. Sometimes, the most significant outcome is the inner peace that comes from knowing you approached a challenging situation with maturity, grace, and an honest effort to resolve it. Managing expectations means understanding that you can control your actions and intentions, but not the other person's response or the ultimate outcome. Your healing journey does not depend on their participation, but on your willingness to address issues constructively and move forward. If direct resolution isn't possible, advisable, or safe due to power imbalances, toxicity, or lack of willingness from the other party, consider alternative, equally valid approaches. These can include therapeutic interventions like individual or family counseling, writing an unsent letter to process your emotions, engaging in support groups, or seeking restorative justice programs. Remember, true healing is an internal process. It doesn't always require the other person's participation or approval. Moving forward, embrace peace and growth. Resolution is not a destination but an ongoing journey of healing, growth, and self-compassion. Each step you take toward resolving your past builds resilience, deepens your capacity for trust, and creates greater inner harmony. Number 1. Ongoing process. Healing happens in layers and cycles. Be patient with yourself as you continue to discover new insights and release deeper hurts. Number 2. Building resilience. Each resolved conflict strengthens your emotional muscles and teaches you valuable skills for handling future challenges with greater wisdom. Number 3. Restored trust. As you heal, you rebuild trust in yourself, your judgment, and your ability to create healthy relationships moving forward. Number 4. Inner harmony. Resolution brings a profound sense of inner peace and alignment between your values, actions, and emotional state. Number 5. Personal freedom. Breaking free from past burdens creates space for joy, creativity, and authentic self-expression in all areas of life. Your past has shaped you, but it doesn't have to define your future. You have the power to transform pain into wisdom, wounds into wisdom, and regret into resilience. Start today. Choose healing. Choose freedom.